Hi guys, how's everyone doing? I really hope you're all doing okay. Well, my name is Julio Oliveira and today we are here to talk about the simple present in Portuguese, which is called presente do indicativo. So today we're going to understand how this pattern works. How do we involve so many different endings, and you will find out that these endings, this variation is called conjugation. In the present tense, there are basically three main conjugations, okay? Actually, those conjugations only work with regular verbs, okay? They are the majority. However, many of the irregular verbs that won't obey this rule right here are very important, but we can be talking about them later on in another video, okay? But how does this system work, okay? Basically, we have three main conjugations, as I was saying. We have the first conjugation that consists on verbs that end in AR, like the verb falar, for example. And also the second conjugation that ends in verbs in ER, for example, the verb comer. And the third and last conjugation, which ends in verbs in IR. Which consists of verbs that end in IR, like the verb decidir. So, again, how does this system work? Actually, when we conjugate verbs in Portuguese, we have to drop the AR, the ER, and the IR and add the endings to its roots. So this is why in the beginning of the video I said that we basically work with roots and endings. So if we remove the AR here, the ER in here, and the IR in here, we will find the root for each verb, okay? And after that, for example, if we know how to conjugate one of these verbs, we will find out the conjugations for all of the verbs ending in AR, ER, IR, except for if there is an irregular verb, okay? So basically, how do I conjugate falar? So I say eu falo. So in here, I can find that with the first person, we say an O at the end of the verb. So to conjugate falar in the first person, I say eu falo. So basically you drop the AR and then you add O to the verb, right? Você, ele, ela fala. So here we find the second ending, right? Nós, which is we say nós falamos. And vocês, eles, elas falam. Okay? And for comer, which is second conjugation, ending ER, it changes just a little bit. The first ending, the ending for the first person is equal in all conjugations, in all three conjugations. So, como, and here, decido as well. So this one is the easiest, okay? So for comer, we have você, ele, ela, come. Very easy, right? And then, nós, we, comemos. It's quite similar to the AR conjugation. And for vocês, eles, elas, comem. Okay? For the IR verb, you keep following the same pattern, right? For eu decido, I decide, you have the O as an ending. But for você, ele, ela, then you have the E, right? Similar to the ER conjugation, the second conjugation. And for nós decidimos, we decide, we have imos, right? And at last we have vocês, eles, elas decidem. So then you can see that it's quite similar to the second conjugation, right? We have the E in here, the N in here, E here, M in here, right? The O is equal for all of them, right? And basically, to help you memorize, here we have A, E, and I, so which is according to its conjugation, right? So, for example, how do I say eu falo? Sorry. How do I say I speak, which is the verb falar? How do I say I speak? Eu falo. How do I say you speak? Você fala. How do I say he speaks? Ele fala. She speaks. Ela fala. How do I say nós falamos? I mean, how do I say we speak, which is English, right? Nós falamos, right? So you always drop the AR and add the endings. How do I say you, plural, speak? Vocês falam. So, they speak. In Portuguese, we have a difference. We have eles for boys or boys and girls, and elas only for girls. So, when we say elas, I mean only girls, okay? So, eles falam, elas falam. So, the same thing occurs for the other verbs. How do I say I eat? Eu como. How do I say você come? I mean, você, you eat. Você come. How do I say he eats? Ele come. How do you say she eats? Ela come. Right? We eat. Nós comemos. You, plural, eat. Vocês comem. They eat. Eles comem or elas comem in case of only girls. For the IR, again, the same pattern, right? So, I decide, eu decido. You decide, você decide. He decides, ele decide. Ela decide, she decides, ela decide. We decide, nós decidimos. You, plural, decide, vocês decidem. They decide, depends. If there is one boy, 1,000 girls, you say eles. If there are only boys, you say eles. Only girls, no boys at all, elas decidem. Alright?